Hey everybody, Landon here. Quick discussion today about a topic that I know a little bit about and I've experienced, and there's a lot of videos online about this. What I'm going to talk about is GAS, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. So some people call it Guitar Acquisition Syndrome. I prefer Gear Acquisition Syndrome just because I think it applies to more than just guitars. I think it applies to everything guitar related. I also think it goes beyond I think it goes beyond gear and guitar stuff. I think other people would have this if they're into some kind of hobby and if they're a fanatic. I could think of maybe somebody that's into sports having an obsession with a team and just wanting to collect all the memorabilia and stuff like that. So it applies to more than just musical stuff, but I'm just going to talk about my experience with music gear. So I'd say I don't know. I want you to judge how you think I have it. I'm going to show all my stuff in my room here, in my jam room, and then let you decide if I've got a severe case or if I'm kind of average, or I don't know. I think I'm average. That's just my opinion. So when we talk about gear acquisition syndrome, it's kind of like an obsession and compulsion to want to just get stuff. So for me, I usually find there's three types: guitar, amp, or effect. So it doesn't usually happen all at the same time. Like I don't see a guitar and say, oh, I want to get that guitar and that amp and buy that together. It's more, oh, that guitar looks cool, I want to get that guitar, or that amp is a great deal, let me get that amp. I tend to kind of obsess with really cool deals. Like if something's on clearance or something is price error or something is clearance, something like that, I jump on those and I really enjoy getting those because I feel you're getting the best deal for something. And like the made in Mexico yeah, I wish I could talk. I just love getting good deals on cheap stuff, but not cheap bad stuff, like cheap good quality stuff. So like the Mexican Stratocaster that I found on clearance, that to me was gas explosion, which sounds disgusting. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, let's I just want to see in the comments below. Give me your experience with gas, how you feel it is. Is it even a real thing? Like, is it just, it's not I don't think it's a clinical condition that anybody has. It's not something your doctor can say you have. It's not an excuse. I don't buy expensive things, so it doesn't really affect me terribly. I think if somebody was into buying really expensive guitars and they couldn't control their urge to buy these things, that could be a serious problem because you're getting into financial problems at that point. Anyways, enough talking about it right now. Let's switch the camera. Let's go into my jam room here and I'll show you all the stuff I have, and then you can decide, do I have gas? Comes in waves, I find. Anyways, right now I think I'm okay. I'm not really looking to buy anything. Mind you, I got a couple new microphones last week, but they were cheap. They were from China, so they're super cheap condenser microphones. I'm going to do a review of that in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead. Anyways, let's look here. I've never featured this guitar in my videos. It's the first guitar I own. It's a Yamaha Jumbo Acoustic. So that one was about $300. I also subscribe to some guitar magazines, Guitar Player and Premier Guitar, so I've got a number of magazines that I just don't want to throw out, and I'll probably never look at again, so I don't know if that's part of gas. I don't think this is too bad. This is just all my cables. I have them hanging in the back here in my basement. Just, I do use all these, so there's a filter I could use on my mic, but I haven't really. Maybe I should start using that pop filter. Okay, it's a little bit behind the scenes here. You can see this is the green screen I use. It's just on a couple stands. And okay, so let's look at the guitars I have. First of all, I've got my Squier Vintage Modified Jazzmaster. This one is hard to see right now. It's a Monoprice Strat clone. This is get these lights out of the way. Mexican Strat. That's the one I got the awesome deal on. This was my first electric guitar, Mexican Telecaster. Come around here. This is a parts caster I built. I started calling it Candy. It's a thin line, 72 thin line style guitar. I started calling it a fat line now. I realized it doesn't have the F hole and it's very heavy, so I'm gonna start calling it my fat line, and that's another parts caster I built. So how many guitars is that? 5, 6, 7. 7 guitars. Let's take a look at pedals. I've got some monoprice pedals. When I did say I like finding good deals and cheap stuff, those are cheap, but they're not good. So that's the one exception. Got a bunch of pedals down there. More pedals, and some foot switches. Not too bad, not too crazy. Amps, I've got 5-watt tube amp. This is a PV Bandit 112. I think it's a 60-watt solid state. This is my go-to AC15 tube amp. And then this is an old one. Did a video on it. The Fender Deluxe 85. Solid state, super loud. Okay, so that's pretty much most of my gear. Then I've got also just parts, stuff. Just like, I usually save all the boxes for my stuff. Cables, more cables. Nothing exciting there. Oh, here's a couple of things. Some condenser mics, really cheap condenser mics that I got on eBay for like under 20 bucks each. I think one of them I paid $5, the other one I paid maybe 10. I'm gonna check them out again in the future, do some comparisons to the mic I'm using right now. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. Let's get this guy back in here. Hello? Okay, so there's my jam room. I featured it in another video before because I was showing off the soundproofing, but now you can see kind of behind the scenes how the whole setup looks. And let me know what you think. Do you think I have a bad case of gas? A microphone. The other thing in this video, this is the first time I'm trying 4K video resolution on my phone. I'm recording everything through my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. This video was brought to you by Perrier because this is giving me gas, actually. If anything's giving me gas lately, it's this stuff, the bubbles in it. Microphone. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about here. And give me your experiences. Let me know in the comments your experiences with gas, how it affects you, what kind of stuff you buy. I usually limit myself to not expensive stuff. Does that make sense? I usually get cheaper stuff. My gas, I have pretty good control over it, and I try to manage it. So that's it for today. I just wanted to talk a little bit about gas. Let me know what you think. Yeah, and if you do like my channel, like and subscribe. Come back again, and we'll see you again soon. Okay, Landon here from Lando 27 Music. Take care.